What's good with it, people? What's good? How everybody doing out there? Happy Monday morning. Happy Monday morning. Let's talk. Let's talk about this Wayne album that came out Friday. Carter 6. Hope y'all was able to listen to it. I listened to it a couple times. And out of 19 songs, maybe 5 of them I liked. Um, I feel like the album was geared more to the younger generation, right? And I don't know. I couldn't feel this album. I couldn't feel it, but you know what I'm saying? I just couldn't feel it. I tried. I tried, but I couldn't. Like I said, I actually just came from the gym. I tried again, and I just couldn't. I couldn't listen to it. Bro. It didn't have the same appeal. I would like to, if y'all heard it, leave it in the comments. Tell me what y'all thought about it. Y'all personal opinion. You know what I feel though, right? I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna still get back to the Wayne, but I feel like, and I had this debate with one of my partners, right? I even feel like Kendrick Lamar album, right, was overrated. I feel like people just, and this is coming from my era, because what Kendrick was talking about in his album, I had heard before. You know what I'm saying? I was expecting Wayne to at least talk about couple shits. I mean, you know, he had the Jay-Z line in there, but I was expecting him to go in. I was lightweight expecting him to have the Hot Boys on the album, somebody on the album. You know what I'm saying? Birdman at least. Um, it did happen. You know what I'm saying? It just did happen. So, I'm hearing this is the last of the Carters that's going to come out. So no Carter 7, no Carter 8. This is it. Which it was cool. Like I said, um, the Carter series is dope. You know what I'm saying? From one, my personal favorite is 4 and 5. If you want to be all honest with you, y'all know. If y'all don't know, I love that dark rap, and four especially was just hella dark. Um, 4 was hella dark, and 5 was hella clean. Um, one of my favorite songs on Carter 5 is Dark Side of the Moon, right? Now, this is no knock to his lyrics, to Wayne lyrics, because I feel like Wayne is a goddamn spitter. He flows on that album, like the flow is there, But you know what it kind of reminded me of? It kind of reminded me of Eminem, the last Eminem album that we just had. I feel like everybody, a lot of people liked it just because it was Eminem, but it didn't have that feel to it. That album didn't have the feel, and that's what it kind of, this Wayne album reminded me. Like it didn't have that feel to it, that vibe that Wayne usually have from the intro all the way to the end of the song. I felt like it was everywhere. It wasn't no real vibe to the album. It was just everywhere, you know. Songs, it just for me, you know what I'm saying. It wasn't that Wayne shit that I was expecting Wayne to be on. But next month around this time, we will be getting close to the clips dropping, which I feel like that me personally, I feel like that's gonna be the best album of the year. One, because we haven't heard from No Malice, right? We've heard from Pusha T over the years because he was with Kanye, Good Music, the vice president as well. So we've heard Push, but we're about to hear a different kind of Push. Um, and like I said, I love that dark music and Push just himself and his catalog. That's all Push has is dark music, like, and that's what to me separates Push from a lot of other artists is that he's more in the clips. Hell, the clips in itself. If you think about when the clips first came out, first with the grinding, you can that was a dark ass beat, right? And because of Pharrell's star power, right? The beat in itself just is. It sounds like a Pharrell beat. It do sound like a Pharrell beat, a Neptune beat, right? And unfortunately, we won't get another Neptune album because of the fact that Chad and Pharrell has officially went their own separate ways. So it's no more Neptunes, right? It will be Pharrell. And we will see, for like I said, Pharrell got the beats like hell. Um, the the song he did, oh, I cannot think of it. Last year that came out with the clips. Um, that shit was hard. So Pharrell is he's gonna have the clips is gonna have some nice ass beats, and even the lyrics is gonna be there. Shit, the lyrics is always there with the clips. That's one of the things that, like to me, I fuck with the clips for because they lyrics. Fuck the beats for a second. I'm more on the lyrics, and both No Malice and Push, they bring the lyrics. Okay, they bring the lyrics. I was a big fan of Grinding. Bought both their albums. Even bought some of the Re Up Gang album. So I fuck with the clips. The clips is needed for hip hop, right? Um, feels like music right now is also on trial with Diddy, right? Because it's almost like, and the reason why I say that is because Diddy has worked with almost every fucking artist in the industry, from R&B on to rap. Okay, and music has lost its feel. Think about the last time you heard an R&B, a real R&B song. You kind of gotta go R&B now is underground, which is fucking crazy. R&B is underground, y'all. you gotta go search for R&B artists. The songs that you hear on the radio, right? They don't dictate necessarily, but they do dictate the artist and the artist's fame, but it doesn't dictate music because most of the music that we hear on the radio, right, 9 out of 10 was inspired by an underground song, if not taken from an underground artist, right? So therefore, music, especially, rap has always been where you take a R&B beat or you take an old beat and you flip it and you add lyrics to it, you add a DJ to it, you add some scratches to it, and there you have it, right? Now, people just sampling the whole goddamn song. When you go back and listen to the song, it's the goddamn same song. They might have added some more bass to it, a couple of trebles, maybe slowed it down a little bit, but it's the same exact song, right? The lyrics is completely, you definitely, in order to enjoy some dope ass lyrics, you gotta go underground. Because the mainstream artists don't have it no more. Tell me the best lyrical mainstream artist out right now. Mainstream. So I'm gonna say Kendrick. That's fine. But I still feel like um and this is no knock to Kendrick. I like Kendrick. Kendrick is nice. Um Definitely not J. Cole, right? Um Big Sean is nice, but nah, he's not the most lyrical. So you kind of got to search through who's the most lyrical mainstream artist. Like I said, most people are gonna say um, um, Kendrick. Right now, names ain't coming to me, but um, yeah, music seemed like it's on trial. We're waiting for an explosion of good music. Okay, and don't get me wrong, some of these albums, right? You got some nice albums, but nothing to stand apart. And there is, I can't think of, there is a couple of albums that came out at the end of 2024 up until now that are dope. Okay, that are dope. I cannot front. They are dope. All right. What then happen is everybody want to sound young, so we're going to get that young sound because that's the sound right now. I'm waiting on an artist to say fuck that young sound or maybe incorporate the young sound into their album, but it's more with lyrics. Right now, it's all about the beat. That's all it's about. It's about the beat. If the beat can sit up here and keep moving the crowd, like for instance, girls are players too. I forget who sing that song, right? But think about how many times that beat has been remixed by an artist. Think about that. So people still making remaking the same beat that we heard Fantasy. They remade that beat. So it's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for an artist to say, I'm going to be in this lane right here. I'm going to be in this lane, right? And I'm going to fuck with this lane. We'll see. Like I said, but me personally, I feel like the Clips is gonna have the best album out. Um, that come out in 2025. That's just me. We shall see. I listen to everything. I try to listen to everything. Everything that come out, I try to listen to. Some shit I can't listen to because it hurts my ears. As far as even as rap, just certain shit I just can't listen to. But now, um, let's say back to this Wayne album. Man, um, the song with Snakes, the song with MJK and Jelly Roll. That shit not Big Sean. That shit is clean. My bad. Machine Gun not even on that one. The song with Kodak Black that knock. Oh, Big X the plug. That's one of my favorite songs up on there. The song with Wyclef. That shit knock. Um, yeah, the lyrics is there. You know, like I said, lyrics is always there with the Wayne albums. You gonna get lyrics. Like, it was more so the theme of the album was everywhere. Um, I'm trying to think what else. I think that was all my favorite songs up on the album. I like the intro. The intro was nice. Um, but you know, maybe somewhere down the future, Wayne will put out another album, and we'll be able to critique that one. But still a Wayne fan. I still mess with Wayne. Wayne's still one of my favorite MCs. Still love his music, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm out of here. Peace.